Hi, welcome to Tammy's Tiny Tots Reborns. I hit the button by accident, but we're going to go with it. So we're at the painting table, and I thought it is Tammy Talks Tuesday, but I thought that while I talk to you today, I would put together a baby. So the kit we are putting together today and having born right here on Tammy Talks Tuesday is from McPherson's Crafts, and it's called Amon. And there's the name right there, the Amon kit. And this picture here was reborn by Donna Martin from Little Pumpkins Reborns. This is a Little Hearts of Hope kit, and the actual sculptor is Iris Clement, is who sculpted this kit. So this kit, I'm getting it ready for the doll show. So I have already filled 3 limbs with weight, and they're plugged up and ready to go, all 3 limbs. I thought I'd make it a little quicker here. I've also made my nylon weight sacks, but I'm going to fill one arm here while we talk. So I'm just going to put some weight glass beads, crushed glass beads, inside of it. I always squeeze to get the glass beads down into the hand, and I fill it only up to about here, part way up. And then we stuff it full of stuffing. So, yeah. I'm sure there was some questions for Tammy Talks Tuesday. I will check those out for next week, and I will do them next week. Instead, I just thought I'd do this. Today is my twins, Andrew and Caitlin. Caitlin is the mommy to my grandson, little Atlee, that I asked for prayers for on yesterday's video. It's their 25th birthday today. So happy birthday to my twins, Andrew and Caitlin. And yeah, so they are turning 25 years old today. I can't believe that, they're a quarter of a century old. Oh, my cat left. She was on the back of my chair. I guess I was swiveling too much and freaking her out, which I completely get, because I was back and forth like this with my chair, and she moved over to a chair sitting beside me instead. I have a chair beside me because my daughter was visiting with little Benjamin, and Benjamin was in the bouncy seat sitting on the floor, and Jessica was sitting on a chair with me while I was painting the other day, because she wanted to visit. Well, they were doing their laundry, and I said, well, I know you're doing your laundry, and I know I should be a good hostess, but I got work to do, and because I got to get ready for this doll show. So I don't buy the caps from, to plug up the holes in these dolls. I buy this felt that's it's a stiff felt, like very stiff. I'll show you the difference between 2 types of felt. I buy felt for the back of pacifiers. Here's the felt that I buy for back of pacifiers. You see, it flops. And this is the felt that I'm using for, so this is the one for, as you can see, it just bends. It's soft. It's very soft. That's the one I use for the back of pacifiers. But this is the stuff I use, and it's kind of stiff. I use it for plugging the end of so I take the little disc, I cut a disc of the right size, and then I stick it in, and I push it underneath the lip on the arm or the leg, like this, just to keep things in a little more, because over time, the glass beads, it's very fine glass beads, so it's almost like a sand, but it's not sand. It is crushed glass beads, and I buy the recycled crushed glass beads, and they're kind of thin. So over time, they will start to come through the polyfill and will start to fall at the end, right? That's my thinking. I don't know for sure if they will, but in my thinking they will. So I like to put something just blocking the little hole at the end, just to keep everything inside. All right, so now we have that done. Okay, we'll do the head first here. All right, so with the head, I do a little bit differently. Everybody does their own thing. I've already glued in his magnet. his pacifier. Show you what's his pacifier. There it is in this bag. So there's his pacifier. He's all cutie cute. His eyelashes are all done and glued. So yeah, okay. So what I do is I use knee highs for my weight sacks. So I take a knee high and I cut it in half. And then I take this open end here and I tie a knot in it. Like so. Then I take the part with the toe. Okay, so put it on my hand. And I do this. And I have now the double, because the beads are kind of thin and they will go through the glass. The crushed glass will go through. So then I hook it around the neck. My double nylon. I hold it around the neck like that and make a little pocket. And then I just scoop my glass beads and I pour them in. There we go. That's probably good right there. And then what I do is pull it up and I check and I put it in the back of the head like this. And I feel the weight and I'm like, yeah, I like that. I like that weight. So then I tie off my weight sack like this. Oh, there we go. Now that's all tied off. And then I put it kind of in the back. Everyone puts it in a different spot. I kind of put it to the back of the head, kind of centered. And then I start adding polyfill to fill the rest of the head. So yeah, well, there we go. So far we've got all the limbs filled. We've got the head filled. And now we're going to get to the harder part. This will be a bit longer of a video. Whoop, don't fall on the floor. Good job, you didn't. So yeah. So I guess my grandson, Atlee, had a better night last night at the hospital. Less tummy troubles with his gas. His tummy, Caitlin said his tummy has gone down a fair bit. Still quite bloated, but his tummy's gone down. She was, when I talked to her this morning to wish her happy birthday, she said that the doctor would be coming in shortly to tell her the game plan, what they intend to do. So, well, I will find out later on tonight what the game plan is and what's going to happen next, kind of thing, and what the doctor's thinking. So, there we go. His head is nicely filled. Sorry if you're bouncing a little bit. I'm bumping the table, which is then in turn bumping my camera. All right. So there's his head all filled up. I don't put a cork in the head because I don't have loose glass beads in the head. So here's his body. He's full legs. Recycle bags right there. All right. So he's full legs and yeah, he's full legs and 3/4 arm baby. So yeah. So I put the zip ties through each limb hole. I probably should have done this prior to the video. I apologize because this takes forever sometimes. Yesterday I was putting into a baby and I tightened up the zip tie tiny bit too tight. I was really ticked at myself because then I had to turn around and cut the zip tie and put a new one in. So yeah. So anyways, Atlee's doing a little better today, which is a good sign. That's all we want. Caitlin was really hoping to get him home in time for today being her birthday. And tomorrow is her hubby's, their fiance's birthday. They have their birthdays a day apart. Caitlin and Caitlin is one of two. She's has a twin brother, and yeah, so it's their 25th birthday today. I cried when I turned 25. I don't know why. Kind of daft, if you ask me, actually. But I did. I was really sad turning 25. Weirdly enough, I mean, of all the, the times to be upset, I was really, really upset about turning 25. Yeah. So, yeah. But I'm sure I'm coming right this year. I'm going to be 48. So, when I turn 50, I'll probably cry again at 50, I'm sure. So, but yeah, and now they're my youngest. They're not my youngest. I have 3 children that are younger. Austin will be 24 tomorrow. But Austin, Andrew, and Megan, the 3 younger ones, we have 2 Andrews because the 3 younger ones are actually my stepchildren, but we don't call them that in our household. We don't believe in that. We don't agree with step crap. To us, it's crap. When you call someone a step, or a half or whatever, it's just crap. So, all right. So, now we got the body here. First things first, we're going to put I like to put a little bit of stuffing into the bottom of kind of making a bum, sort of. And then I grab I make a bigger weight sack, and I put it in. Sometimes I put it in through the neck. Sometimes I put it in through the leg hole. Sometimes it's easier to get it through the leg hole. So, and I like to put this one down near the bottom, kind of, because if you notice with the body, there's a butt cheek right here, kind of form, right? So I put a little stuffing in behind it, in behind the sack, to make our butt cheeks. So I'm trying to make some butt cheeks, but I keep the weight sack right there as well to help. So I'm going to add a little more stuffing to the front of our butt cheeks to hold our butt cheeks in place, kind of, for now. And I will add more after, of course. So, gotta move that over there. There we go. So yeah, I'm trying to keep that sack so it's kind of like a bit of the butt. A bit of a bum to this baby. Okay, we'll readjust its butt a little more after we attach its legs on. So we take this leg. I'm going to angle you down just a tiny bit, just so you can see better. Oops, sorry about the bouncing. So you can see better, kind of, whoops, sort of. Sorry about my hand. There we go. All right, so you can sort of see what I'm doing better. Okay, so I put this leg on, tighten her up. Give it a tug to make sure that it's going to stay on. And tighten it just a tiny bit more. Don't want it to fall off. And I use the special tool my husband gave me because it cuts nice, and I think it's a wire cutter. Yeah. All right. Okay. So it cuts nice and tight to the zip tie so that it doesn't end up with a sharp piece on it. All right. So that zip ties on, our legs on. All right. So now we'll zip tie this leg up. There we go. it a nice little tug, pull. Make sure it's not going to fall off. And I cut that one down nice and tight. All right. So now we've got some legs and a butt, basically. Basically, we have some legs and a butt. So now we're going to tilt this up just a tiny, tiny bit. Sorry about my camera there. All right. Okay. So now I just usually sit the baby kind of on the table. We're going to add some more polyfill into the body. There we go. Okay. Now, before we go much farther, sit. Good boy. Sit, Ubu, sit. So, I always try to take 2 kind of even little clumps of polyfill, as much even as I can. Now, I don't like to give them too much when they're a 3/4 arm or even a 3/4 leg. You don't want to go too crazy, otherwise you end up with like football shoulders. So you make sure that your arms are going on the correct side. Did that once before. Oops. So here we go. Great. All right. See, this is how I ended up zip tying too tight the other day. So now I know, like, see, when I tighten this up, that's how big my shoulder's going to be. And that's a nice size. Whoop, shoulder. All right. Okay, don't do this to me again like yesterday. All right. And I always try and see this seam here on the arm. I put that so it runs down like the side so that it, so the arm is perfect. Now this one you can tighten a little bit more because they're not going to move this part at all because the arm moves like that. So there we go. It's one arm on. All right. All right. So try as much. See what that is for stuffing. And I always compare one shoulder to the other. All right, we're going to tighten that a little. There we go. Whoop! Caught it on my lap. Okay, that should be, yeah, that's good. So I make sure that I line that up like that. There we go. Nice and tight. There's the arms. Whee! Da 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 da. Yeah. All right. So this little guy is getting ready for the doll show. Okay. All right. Now there are some little covers like on the where the zip ties go. I try and pull them over top of the edges if I can't. I mean, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. This one's a little bit sharp, so I take this and I try and... Okay, that's not going to work, so I take the tip of my scissors. There we go. Cut that little piece off. It's just a little bit scratchy. There we go. Perfecto. All right, so now we need to do this. Need to check. Okay, no idea. All right. Pardon me. Turn my TV on because I need to know what time it is. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, no idea. Okay, so it is 11 o'clock. All right. Okay. So now I make an extra little weight for my bigger babies, and I put it up here in the top. And the reason I make this extra weight sack is to help the head be more supported so that the head doesn't get too floppy too fast. Now, at first, this baby's going to be a bit stiffer, but as its mom loves on it, it will start to get floppier. So I put a little sack up there at the top just to help. So here we go. We're going to tighten up the neck now. Stuff that stuffing in there. Alrighty. He's still got flop to him, but he's got that extra weight up top, which helps him to be, his head turns nice, not falling off. All right, so we will now cut his zip tie, and he is born. There you go. He is born. And he's nice and floppy. And when we hold him, he just snuggles right in there. Just nice. Oh, look at that. And he's got a little booty. Something to pat. And he's super cute. So he will be available at the doll show. Well, there you go, guys. I am going to take him and get him weighed and dressed and all that stuff. And I will let you all go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video of putting a reborn doll together. And if you liked this video, please hit that like button. And if you didn't like this video, hit that dislike button. That's okay too. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe and hit that bell. And that bell will notify you whenever I put up a video. Well, everyone, thank you so much. And smile, everybody. And share a smile with a friend. So, bye-bye. Thumbs up. Bye-bye.